Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wanted for May 31st, 2025. It's Season 2, Episode 22. I am Mayor Watt. I run ohmTown.com. The sentient AI is not available today, but I'm going to go over 5 articles pretty darn quick. PDQ, if you will. Everything is powered by ohmTown.com, but these 5 are probably scattered across all of ohmTown. Looks like there's a Wanted, there's a FourWheelTech, another one, FourWheelTech, and a couple more Wanteds, but let's get into this. Must-have gadgets for EDC, everyday carrying. A Ruko 4K drone, totally new DeLorean, totally new. How about Ugreen's new tracker and the best 3D printers of 2025? All right, everybody, let's get into this. This is the front page of ohmTown.com. There's 6 main categories, and inside that, there are 50 subcategories. We call them channels. They're basically streets down Main Street. So you look your left, you look your rights, and there are your articles that are all down all of these streets down Main Street of ohmTown. Go and check out ohmTown.com. It's free. There's no ads. It's a news aggregation service that I put together to manage my own information overload. You should go over and use it. And then hang out with us here on Twitch and on YouTube, and like and subscribe, tell a friend, download the podcast because each episode gets turned into a podcast. I'm in the time machine because, mayoral duties kept me from doing this job. So, there you have it. Let's get into it, though. There's the front page of Wanted. We're going to get a new logo here this year. Probably within the next week, we're going to have new logos, brand identities for each of the channels. Wanted has always been kind of how do you put it? Like a Wild West kind of a theme. That's what it is for the podcast, at least. But everything gets aggregated over show-wise, each episode we record here normally gets broadcast out to Twitch and to YouTube, but because I'm recording this locally, it's only going to go over to YouTube because, anyway, doesn't matter, does it? That's Inside Baseball. First article's over on the Wanted channel. 5 must-have gadgets that the author, not me, the author of this article, always takes with them whenever they travel. The article is by Kelsey Fogarty over at pocket-lint.com, and whoever it is that owns pocketlint.com, please just donate that site to them. I don't know, write it off on your taxes. Anyway, a universal adapter for global travel is vital for different outlet types. I carry one when I go international. Wired headphones over Bluetooth for less charging hassle while enjoying quality sound. I do exactly that. In fact, here, I'll even show you. I use in-ear monitor sometimes when I'm in a meeting. And I use this little gadget right here. It's the FIO. I can't remember the model number. Anyway, it's Bluetooth. You charge it up. Runs forever, pretty much. And I connect it to in-ear monitors. And they're wired. And I don't have to worry about something falling out of my ear and rolling across a airport, basically having to get dipped in lye or whatever it is. Bleach. I had to plug it back in. I also do the same thing with my headset. I use a Bluetooth transceiver, actually. You flip the switch and it turns into a transmitter or a receiver. Not this mic. This mic is wired. This is a beacon mic. Sometimes it likes me, sometimes it doesn't. Did I do the intro? Yeah, I did the intro. Anyway, and then a laptop sleeve for protection and style. Portable charger to avoid battery woes abroad. I use Anchor bricks, basically like 25,000 watt-hour bricks. Hold on. But I recently got this Anchor Solix. This is the one that has USB-C across the front. There's another version that has AC outlets. You can plug in 3. Wasn't available, but I wanted it. But I got that instead. It's okay. I'll get another one that has the AC when it comes available again. And then I've got a giant battery pack for when I go mobile and I'm doing an event somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, Kelsey Fogarty over at pocket-lint.com has their own list. Like this universal adapter is their number 1, and then wired headphones is number 2, and I add Bluetooth to it. And if they're still using lightning connectors, boy, oh boy. A laptop sleeve. Yep. I actually use cases, but it depends. I mean, I'm usually using an iPad nowadays, iPad Pro. Portable charger. Yep, you should always get a portable charger. I wouldn't use a contactless one or a Qi charger. They're less efficient. Just get a USB-C to USB-C and do that. These generate heat, and that's basically a wasted byproduct of power transfer electromagnetically. Yeah, it's dumb. I mean, it has a time and a place, and mobile is not the time nor the place. And then they say a Kindle Paperwhite is their number 5 for portable library. I agree. Although I'm kind of disappointed in the Kindle not allowing for exfiltration from the platform. You can no longer transfer your books out. So, yep. Anyway, let's keep going. The next article is over in FourWheelTech. Skip flight school and start capturing epic moments with the Roku. Really? Sorry, I pronounced that wrong. It's the Ruko, R-U-K-O. Wow, they're going to get into a lawsuit. U11 Mini 4K drone. By the way, all of this stuff I want. Everything that I've seen so far, I want. So there's the drone. I do want a drone. Zach Elizabeth over at jalopnik.com put this article together. We have 2 Jalopnik articles in Wanted. So Fly Mini, create big is what it says. It's a 4K drone priced at $450. At least that's what they put in there. I don't know what it will be when you decide to go and look. 249 grams, and with its folding arms, the Ruko U11 Mini 4K is small and light enough to fit into a pocket and to bypass FAA registration requirements. Despite the compact size, this easy-to-fly drone doesn't sacrifice features or camera resolution. Whether you're a beginner drone pilot or have plenty of experience, Ruko's drone has all the features you need. AI takeoff and landing makes drone flight easy. Works for me. I want first person. 96-minute flight time, charge anywhere, fly anytime. It has that PD3 fast charging, so it can charge really fast. Oh, look at that. Look at that battery pack there. That is a beast. Anyway. Yep, I want this. So let's see here. Hopefully 3 charging cables are included, helpfully, as is a spare set of propellers. It's a comprehensive package that rivals charge a premium for, but the Ruko U11 Mini 4K includes them as standard. No wonder it's increasingly the go-to drone for pilots looking for easy flight and impressive results. Yeah, do I want that? Or yes, I do want it. I mean, I do, but can I justify $450 for a drone that I'm going to be using to look at the gutters of the mayoral mansion because wasps. You know, hot take, wasps suck. Okay. The next article is over in FourWheelTech. DeLorean wants you to reserve its totally new car with the most realist form of of currency, crypto. It's like the DeLorean snow tires of yesteryear, right? This latest effort from DeLorean looks like a way to stoke enthusiasm for a vehicle that doesn't seem like it's going to show up anytime soon. The article is over. That's what it's going to look like. I mean, that's pretty sexy of a car, but I am not buying it with crypto. Matthew DeBoard over at jalopnik.com put this article together. It says the latest twist in the saga involves, I kid you not, crypto, and not just crypto, but NFTs. And the former captain of the Starship Enterprise, Texas-based DeLorean, has opened up reservations for 4,000 Alpha 5s. Oh, God. According to CarBuzz, pricing them at $2,500 a piece and requiring that prospective customers obtain a digital reservation token the build slot NFTs are random, so buying one doesn't get you a priority line spot. They're gonna be priced at $125,000. Yeah, I don't know. So it says here, but why? DeLorean could, in an ideal world, sell 4,000 reservations and take in $10 million. This is not a new thing for EV startups. The deposits could be fully or partially refundable or not. If not, DeLorean could use the proceeds to bring the car to market. This NFT maneuver seems to add a lot of needless steps. That isn't actually quite true. Yeah, but that's okay. Yeah, putting your reservations into your operating budget is how companies end up embroiled in litigation in perpetuity until somebody figures out how to pierce the veil and the executive suite just gets hammered directly. It's not just the assets of the company because it's a corporation / LLC or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is not how it works, but okay. Let's keep going though. The next article is over in Wanted. This Ugreen tracker is 3 times cheaper than Apple AirTag, nearly free right now on Amazon, but this is a weekly show, so I don't know if it's going to be when you go and look. Joe Tillelli put the article together for Gizmodo.com. And I like these trackers. I really like it. It says Ugreen Find Track Smart Finder. I like Ugreen products. They're kind of like number 2 to Anchor for me. Although I have to figure out, I need to find a tool that will test USB-C cables for what their power and if they're capable of data, because I have a device that won't charge if it's connected to PD. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's a sensor that detects if I'm sitting, my back is sitting straight. And since I've started wearing that Gadget, my back has stopped hurting because it makes me abundantly aware of me being hunched over. In fact, maybe if, I don't know if it'll go off because I'm not hunched over enough. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so it's a pretty neat little gadget. It's called Upright. It's the Upright Go 2. And let me make sure that yeah, I was too far away from my phone. So yeah. Like I've already, it still records. It just doesn't interact. Yeah, I have to be bent over more. Maybe you'll hear it. Yeah, nah, you didn't hear it. Anyway, inside baseball. So these trackers, I basically have I've got a personal area network around me. I've got a smart ring on, smart watch on. I've got a sensor on my back that is not stuck to me. It uses a little necklace and tracks where I am, so my back is always straight. I always have my phone on me. I have my iPad on me. I'm actually looking to do an RFID device as well, so that I can open doors, but you would need me to do it. Anyway, pretty neat ideas. And this is just one of them. It says this one from Ugreen can be attached to a keychain or pretty much anything and is normally priced at $20. However, right now this one is $10. So you can get 2. Ugreen Bluetooth tracker can be helpful in various scenarios. Back in college, one of the roommates would always recite a little ritual before they left the dorm. Keys, phone, wallet. There's a saying. Oh, let me see if I can remember what it is. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Oh, it's it's the way to do the order of operations when you're doing the Stations of the Cross, and it's spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. I Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. So anyway, I like it. It's really funny. So anyway, to solve this problem, you just keep Ugreen Tracker on your keys and wallet, and the tracker is compatible with Apple's Find My, which will even allow you to push alerts to the tracker so it rings, and you'll be able to access the app to keep track of all of your stuff. I love the idea of this stuff. So I need a really tiny one so that I can put it on my glasses, and because I have studio glasses that I wear only in the studio, and I never want to leave the studio with them on. And I was actually going to build an RFID loop around the door so that when I leave, it buzzes and lets me know that I've got my glasses on me. I know. Over engineering, just having a good memory that leave your glasses. And so this is how you end up with a pair of glasses and another pair of glasses and a pair of glasses. Yeah. All right. In fact, these glasses I lost in packing material that I had thrown out, and I had to hunt through. I traced all of my last spots, and I found my glasses sitting in a box of old packing material that we were getting rid of from the mayoral mansion. Anyway, Ugreen Trackers 3 times cheaper than an Apple AirTag, nearly free right now on Amazon. Maybe not. And even at $20, it's good. Okay, our last article for today's Wanted is over in Wanted. The best 3D printers of 2025 are better than any that they've seen in the last decade. No contest. And that's because everything gets better with time. Most things, particularly tech, gets better and better. Sometimes, you win some, you lose some. I'm really irritated right now with the Glowforge because it connects to whatchamacallit. Oh, what is it called? Oh, my brain just went blank. Why is it so hard? Hold on. Discord. Yeah, it connects to Discord, and I hate that. Just the security of that is really troublesome because it's perpetually connected to the internets, and I hate that. Anyway, so James Bricknell over at cnet.com put this article together. They say the best overall printer is the Bamboo Lab A1 combo. I believe that's true too. You can only go up from that, really, though. I mean, the A1 combo has the little Ames multi-filament feeder where you can put 4 different filaments in, and it will print a multicolored print. I think it's brilliant. And really lowered the cost to multicolor prints. The best 3D printer for accuracy is the Prusa Core 1. It's an enclosed printer, so the environmental controls are pretty amazing. And then the best budget 3D printer is the Anycubic S1. And then the best 3D printer for beginners is the Bamboo A1 Mini Combo. Basically, the Bamboo Lab A1 or the Bamboo A1 Mini and the Bamboo Lab A1 Combo are, to me, pretty much one and the same in terms of quality and technology, but one is half the price, $359 versus $699 for the Bamboo Lab A1 Combo. And then they have a bunch more. So going into the resin side of things, they also mentioned the best 3D printer for quality is that $1,000 Prusa MK4S. I think that's the latest one that they've got out. But then they switch over to like resin. And I hesitate to mess around with the resin because the fumes are bad for you. The resin isn't good for you. It's not good to handle it when it's uncured. You have to have a UV curing station. You have to mess with alcohol or some other solvent from time to time to clean things. I don't know what you're doing going into it, but it's a lot more complicated than just buying it and get going. In fact, I'm going to be getting a UV printer that's being kickstarted right now, and from Eufymake, and there's not regulations. There's basically policy that you don't print resin around anywhere that you can put your mouth, because even after curing, it isn't the best thing to have, ingested. So anyway, this is always neat. So go over and check this out over at cnet.com. The best 3D printers of 2025 are better than any I've seen in the last decade. No contest, says James Bricknell from CNET. And the deck statement actually says, whether you're just getting started or need a pro level machine, these 3D printers stand out for their performance, reliability, and value. Yeah, I mean, every year you could do this, and people do all over YouTube talk about 3D printers because they're just getting better and better and more capable. And I think that it's wonderful. And I have at times printed things that I needed to fix, from little clips to replacement knobs to boxes to all kinds of stuff. I think it's pretty great. Anyway, with that in mind, I am going to 3D print some scaffolding that will bring me back to the front page of Wanted over at ohmTown.com, where you should go and become a citizen. But until then, I will see you later. Bye bye.